All right, we have all been there, stressed out about work, school, money, and filmmaker Benjamin Wagner has been there as well. In his new documentary, Friends and Neighbors, he talks about his own experiences with stress while exploring how it's reshaping American life.
Friends and Neighbors starts streaming tomorrow on PBS, and Benjamin joins us now to tell us about what inspired you to make this film. We do the news every day, we read about these difficult events, and you don't realize it manifests into stress in your daily life. So why did you embark on this?
You know, I hit a wall in my own career, and I was leaving New York just around COVID, and I felt unsettled, like physically unsettled, and I couldn't sleep, and my mind was swirling. And like a lot of Americans during COVID, I had a few too many beers after Zoom calls.
Yeah,
you know?
Sure.
And I just knew something was off, and went to a therapist and laid it out for him, and he said, well, sounds like a pretty reasonable response to post-traumatic stress. I was like, I'm not a cop, I'm not a soldier, I don't know what you're talking about, I'm just a guy who works in television and technology. Ends up, it's pretty pervasive. And if you remember during COVID, you know, liquor stores are booming, and people are reporting all kinds of anxiety and depression. All that data is off the charts. And I realized really quickly that this was not just a me thing, that this was like a we thing.
When you talk about a therapist saying you had post-traumatic stress, that's what you're going through, what did that look like in your daily life that gave you that PTSD?
Oh man, it's remarkable. There are all kinds of sources. The first one that, frankly, I knew the least about is called adverse childhood experiences. So what happens to us from 0 to 18 in terms of what's going on in our household, in terms of our what's called attunement, how we're connected to our parents, in terms of witnessing violence with our families or in our communities, just as two examples. Mental illness in the family, incarceration, absent parents, divorce, there's all kinds of factors. So there's a foundation of that for me, and for so many of us.
Sure.
70% of Americans have experienced at least one trauma. Adverse childhood experiences are really pervasive. And then just being a journalist, guys, this just in, is amongst the top 10 most stressful careers, behind being in the military, being a first responder. I had been in media for 20 years, living in New York City. I mean, it's like the frog in boiling water.
Sure.
Yeah.
I was traveling the planet for Facebook, so your circadian rhythm gets messed up. You're not sleeping right. So there was all kinds of causality. And it was showing up with weird stuff like heart palpitations, and insomnia, lots of little clues.
A lot of health issues that manifest stress.
Lots of health issues.
You talk about, you produced a documentary, Mr. Rogers and Me.
Yes,
you talk about how Mr. Rogers guided you in making this documentary.
Yeah.
How so?
Oh, in a million ways. So I met Fred on Nantucket years and years ago, and he was this character, the headline of my first documentary. And, you know, Fred would said a million great things, the most important of which that guided me here was there's something of yourself that you leave at every meeting with another person. So we have a bearing on each other. Our nervous systems connect. And he would always say, in times of trouble, look for the helpers. His mother said it to him.
Yeah.
So I said to myself, I'm in trouble. I knew something was off. And I'm going to go look for the helpers. And I'm a TV guy, so I brought a camera.
Okay, so this, now you're calling it Friends and Neighbors, and what is like the takeaway from that? Is that your friends and neighbors really can help you through some of this stress, or do you actually at some point need to remove yourself from places?
No, to the contrary. Yes, friends and neighbors is the way. Like, it's about connection, human connection. Like, we are made for human connection. We're made to be in community. Ironically, mental illness has a tendency to make us feel isolated. Screens isolate us, right? Contemporary culture isolates us. But being in relationship with ourselves, healthy relationships, noticing what's happening inside of you, and being in healthy relationships with people who care about us. You really just need an expression of care and connection, that attunement thing. Like, we're doing it right now when we nod and we say, oh, I get it, I'm with you, I got you. That's it. It's really that simple. Now, there's all kinds of context around that stuff, but it's fundamentally about connection.
Yeah, we got to go, but let us know really quickly where we can watch it. PBS and what time?
Streaming on PBS as of May 1st, and as of May 15th, Apple, Amazon, VOD.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us. Thanks, Benjamin.